Hola, queridos. This is Melanie Mendez Gonzalez with ¿Qué Means What? I am with Antonio Arelle Barquet, the director of the Museo de Arte de Querétaro. Welcome, Antonio.
Thank you, Melanie. Glad to be here with you.
You have spent the weekend with a lot of people from San Antonio as you all have opened this very special exhibit titled The Other Side of the Mirror, or Al Otro Lado del Espejo, that
Mhm.
has been organized by yourself as well as renowned artists Lionel and Kathy Sosa. Tell me a little bit about how did this idea for this exhibit come about, and what are the unique aspects of San Antonio's culture that you're excited to share with people in Querétaro?
This project has been a beautiful project that was born about 15 months ago. With a conversation, fortunately, through our dear friend Maria Ferrier, she introduced me to Lionel and Kathy, that they have a house here in Querétaro Centro, and they come here for the summers. And so we got together one day, and they offered me their work to put in a collective or something here. I offer them the option to say, why don't we try to get a group of San Antonio artists and show Chicano art here in Querétaro? And they said, that sounds beautiful. We just started putting this amazing show together because the main thing I wanted was that Querétaro has never seen a show of this kind. There was one Chicano show in Mexico City a few years ago, but from Los Angeles, from California. And but Querétaro has never had an exposure of a full group of Chicano artists. Yeah, they got a wonderful team, and then Alamo Colleges starting to get involved, and then the city. We went to the mayor and gave him a little bit of what we wanted to do with this show, and he got so excited about it. And he said, "Yes, of course, we'll support the whole project," and that's how Al Otro Lado del Espejo was born. And well, yes, on this past Friday, finally, September 20th, we had a big exhibition opening. We had about 140 people from San Antonio came, but more than 10 or 12 artists, about 12 of the
Mhm.
artists came also to the show. And it's been an amazing and wonderful success.
What impact do you think that now that this cultural exchange between San Antonio and Querétaro will have on the local art and cultural scene?
Big time. I think it's going to be, it's some, not that it's very new to
Mhm.
Querétaro, but it's something that will open the eyes of a lot of people here because through these panels that we had, we saw exactly how uh, the Mexican Americans see the Mexicans, and
Mhm.
but they have never seen how the Mexicans see the Mexican American side of that border. So now with this exposure, people have come and they say, look, my last name is the same as his, and we look the same, and so this is what we're trying to show. That's why the show, the whole exhibition, the whole project is called Al Otro Lado del Espejo, because it's really a mirror. Finally, I think we're going to be able to really show what it means not to have a physical border, but just to be part of this whole same family of brothers and sisters, that we look at each other al otro lado del espejo, precisely.
That is so special to me. Part of why I started creating content and writing was because I was exploring my own Mexican heritage, right? 'Cause my family's been in Texas for 7 generations. And
Wow.
so, yeah, so there's this, longing, right, to know more, to understand more, to see. And so this, what you're saying, seeing each other, I've honestly never thought about how do the Mexicans see the Mexican Americans. So for a lot of people who don't know, San Antonio and Querétaro do have a shared history of over 300 years.
Wow.
Um, I mean, we're barely learning our true Texas history. So I know a lot of people don't know this history. But what do you think, or what do you hope that this exhibit and of course the documentary that's coming along with it. How will it deepen this local awareness between this historical tie?
For many years, basically in San Antonio, they knew that the Franciscans that that created the missions in San
Hmm.
Antonio came from Spain. But when we found out that they started the travels right here from Querétaro, from Templo de la Cruz in Querétaro, that was a big impact for all of us
Hmm.
because it's this new part of history that has been not recognized for many years or maybe not known in many ways. So now that we have that part of information, now we know that it truly are sister cities.
Yeah.
We have these 300 years that unite both cities, and that makes it a very strong bond in many ways. So now using art and being the media that has put together so many people in the world in so many situations, this is a perfect moment to do it because we know that, I mean, art is going to open a lot of doors always. And sharing this part of history between both cities, it's being already one of the big windows that are opening now to both of our cities. And well, the friendship agreement was signed a few days ago. And this will start the process with Sister Cities International to make both cities now we don't know how long it's going to take, but we're sure
Right.
we're going to get to it. We're going to get there.
That's exciting. Let's talk about um, the art. I understand there's a very diverse group of artists that are in the exhibit. How do you think their work reflects the binational relationship between the two cities? And are there any pieces or collaborations that especially stand out to you, Antonio?
Yes, well, every piece from the show talks to me. I mean, that's why we curated this show so carefully. There were like more than 100 artists to be chosen from. And they were, I don't know, I think I saw more than 2 or 3 thousand pieces for
Wow.
for putting together this show. So every one of these pieces talk to me. I mean, I don't have any favorites. I think I love them all. All of them reflect exactly what we wanted to show, and we have a wide variety of different things of different artists that are so good in what they want to express. But basically, this feeling that they are expressing within every piece that we have hung here at the exhibition hall speaks to everybody in a different way.
So tell me more about this weekend. What was the energy like? What has it been to see these artists, present these stories, this connection?
This weekend was amazing. This whole weekend was amazing. I mean, on Thursday we had a couple of panels,
Mhm.
and but Friday was the big day. Friday we got here. We were working. We've been working for this, as I told you, for more than a year. It was amazing. What I love to do when I do these kind of shows, well, almost every show, I stand at the door inside, watching the faces of the people as they come in, because that's what really gives you that impact of what you brought for them is really showing, and it's really giving them in their whole feelings about the whole thing. So it was an amazing night. Friday was an amazing night, and it came out beautifully.
You gave me chills thinking about that. Really thinking about watching the people see the art. What a
Right.
special moment. Yeah. I have one last question because you brought up a group of people, the Alamo Colleges, and I understand that they have a whole group of students that participated in a educational exchange program, and you all got to hear from them this weekend as they spoke about their experience. Can you share with us what your takeaways were from these students?
When I started seeing and realizing how they have been so impacted with these, because some of the girls, for example, they were saying, when I'm a third generation, I'm a fifth generation, I'm a seventh generation Mexican American in San Antonio. We know that sometimes to a lot of people, to a lot of us, they told us you cannot speak Spanish.
Mhm.
You can only speak English because you have to mingle, you have to be part of the culture. And So when they were seeing these pieces and they were seeing the experience of feeling, they were so proud of their heritage. They said, you know what? I mean, it's been denied from to me for for so long, and not my parents and other things, but the culture by itself has been denying me to be this person that I know I have both cultures within me, and that makes me richer than a lot of people, and I feel so proud. And when I started listening to them, that they were so happy about trying to regain that culture that has that heritage that they carry in their blood, and that made them remind of their nana, of their abuela, and all these experiences that these students were having here made it 10 times worth it of the whole of the whole effort we did to do this, because they really were, I mean, they were touching. It was heartwarming really to see them
Yeah.
expressing all these, and they were crying, and they were so emotional because like a lot of them said it for the first time. I feel very proud about this. Not that I was not proud, but now it moves me in a different way, and now I want to share it all the way. So as we told them, now you are the teachers. I mean, you gotta go there and you gotta tell your friends, and you gotta tell them that there really is another side of the mirror that can show you that what you really are.
That is personally very touching. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for having the vision and executing on this wonderful idea. Is there anything else that you want to tell the people of San Antonio about this project?
Come to Querétaro. That's what I want to tell them. Come to Querétaro. It's really worth it. You're going to see in a magnificent place. You're going to see a collection of you, of your art, of your heritage, of your blood, of what. And now we know that yes, I mean, we might be in different sides of the border, but at the same time, it's the same. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for sharing all this, and thank you very much for your time too.